Hello friends and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is in the playlist called Handling Dates in SQL. In one previous video in the same playlist, we learned to use the function months between. This time, no, we learned a previous function called add months. Okay. In this video now, we will be learning about months between. We'll be learning how to get the difference between two dates in terms of months. If you're not aware of the function, we will learn it in this video, but you can still get the difference between two dates. But you will do it in a way that the result will not be so accurate. Okay, remember from a previous video that a date minus a date is equal to the number of days difference. Again, a date minus a date value will result to number of days difference. Okay, in this example, I'm getting the difference. Let's see. No, not that one. So in this example, I'm getting a difference, the difference between two date values, sys date, which is today's date, and sys date minus 37, which is 37 days ago. This is just the alias, and then I'm using the dual table as usual. Okay, so again, I'm getting the date difference between this sys date and sys date minus 37. It will result to the number of days difference. Okay, so we get 37, which is in number of days. Now, if you wanted to get the date difference in terms of number of months instead of days, what you would do, if you don't know the function that's supposed to be used, is to divide the whole result by maybe 30 or 31. Right? So you will have an approximate equivalent date difference in terms of number of months, which is 1.233 repeating. And if you wanted to display this in a more readable format, meaning like say 2 decimal places at the most, then you could use a truncate function outside of it, and then maybe 2 decimal places here. And then it will become 1.23, which looks nice. But the real problem here is that it may not be always accurate, because you are simply assuming that a month, because you divide by 30 here, you're assuming that a month is always has 30 days, which is not the case. You have 31, we have 28, you have 29 on leap year on February, right? So this kind of expression to get the date difference in terms of months will not always be accurate. Okay, so that's why in this video we'll be learning a new function, new for some of you, which will get an accurate date difference in terms of months. Okay, let me just get it. It's called months between. So the function is months between, and it accepts two parameters, the first date and the second date, in any order. But of course, if you switch them the other way, then it may result to a negative value. But in any case, even if you switch them, they will result to the same absolute value in terms of number of months date difference. Okay, let's get an example for that. Select months between sys date minus 37. So this is the first date value right here, comma separated, and then we have the second parameter, sys date minus 37, which is the date 37 days ago. Okay, so let's do this. And the result is 1.19, which is slightly off, slightly different from the 1.23 we have seen earlier. Now, again, if you have issues with this display having a non-terminating decimal values, you could again use the truncate function. And up to you how many places you wanted to display. So it becomes 1.19. Okay, so now you have seen that with the use of when we don't use the months between function, we get a less accurate result in terms of when we want to get the date difference in terms of number of months. So let's do it here. It is 1.23 repeating. I'll write it down here. Whereas when we use the months between function to get the date difference between two dates in terms of months, then we get the more accurate result, which is 1.19. Okay, so in this video, we'll learn about the function called months between, which is used to calculate the date difference between two dates in terms of number of months. Thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and spread the word. I'll be seeing you in the next video.